We're stuck for 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Valerie, Kyle Travel Channel.
We spent 2 weeks on the Carnival Venezia. That is how you pronounce it. I'll roll the clip.
All right, so we have a brand new Carnival ship coming out, and we just want to see if you can pronounce it correctly.
Carnival Venezia.
She said quasi, almost there.
Venezia.
Carnival Venezia? Carnival Venezia.
Venezia? Carnival Venezia.
Venezia?
Venezia.
Venezia?
Corretto, bravi.
Yeah, you got it on the first try, one of the first times. Very good.
This is the view that I'm used to. Kyle's backpack. This is our Italian themed ship. We are gonna go find our muster station and then drop our stuff off at the room, our 800-pound bags. Oy, oy, oy. You will notice there's no carnival tail. Not the red and blue and white one. It's yellow and black with a blue sea. If you go on this one, you're forewarned, it's gonna look a little different. Our muster station is done, and it was actually really funny when we went to get our thing checked, right, that we did the muster. The person checking was like, "You guys look familiar." And we had her as a server in the casino on a cruise we took last year in August, I think. And we said, "Oh yeah, were you on the Radiance?" And she's like, "I knew I recognized you guys." So she was actually really wonderful. She checked on Kyle constantly and kept bringing him drinks every time he was empty. So it was so funny that we recognized her. She actually recognized us at the same time. So it's kind of fun. It's one of the things about cruising and going to the same places a lot. You start to run into the same people. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. We're finally on the Carnival Venezia, and I will show you everything about the room, everything about the ship, everything about our cruise. It's a 2-week cruise, so it's gonna be our longest one ever.
She got a gold card.
Double gold. Double gold.
I'm already gold. I've been for 2 cruises now.
One cruise. Okay, our 2-week cruise starts today. We are going to the Panama Canal. We have a balcony. We're on deck 2 for the balcony. Let's take a look at the bathroom. Oh, glass shower. That's different. Usually there's just a little shower thing. Let's see. Ooh, shower gel and shampoo are all one. Don't like that. Very pretty bathroom though. I like the mirror because it's supposed to be an Italian themed room, or Italian themed ship, that is. That's kind of fun. We have a couch. We have a nice little bed. Some more beautiful mirrors. I love gold. Okay. Push to open. Ooh la la, look who I found. We're gonna be this close to the water the whole time. Let's go back into the room. I like the amount of space that you have between the bed and the wall. That was my only complaint on 2 of the last cruises was that there was no space to walk. There was maybe a foot, and that was it. Oh, a little hook. I'm gonna take you through the ship, some of the artwork, what makes it Italian themed. I'll show you the shows and some of the activities they had. There was plenty to do for 2 full weeks. It definitely did not get boring at any point. There was always something going on. Here we go. Starting with the elevators. These ones were a little bit different. People were really, really impressing that you had to know how to use them. It's an elevator if you've been to a hotel and you kind of have to press the button each time, press the floor each time for how many people are in your party. That was really it. I am going to take you on a tour of the artwork in the elevators. So there's the front of the ship, midship, back of the ship. They each had kind of a different theme, which I thought was really interesting. It's not something you would even realize unless you are crazy like me and you start at the top floor and go all the way down. That's what I did in the front. I did at midship and I did in the back of the ship, and I got pictures and video of all of the artwork. Why did I do this? Because immediately when I got on, there was one picture that I thought my bestest friend, Ashley, I thought she would love it. So I went through, I picked out some of my absolute favorites here to share with you. It's kind of interesting. It does make it seem like a very Italian themed ship. So the front is more people and buildings. I left some of the people in here. Midship was all people. It was all, not even paintings, like photos of people. Everybody has a mask on. Everybody has a mask in every photo. And then the back of the ship was all gondolas. Let's take a tour. And as I show you these, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about what we got into on the ship. Here we go. We are in the front of the ship now. The Venezia. It was a beautiful ship. I actually really did enjoy it. It was one of the prettiest ships I thought that we have been on. The theme was on point everywhere. Ew. Creep. Ew, I don't like that.
If you're going express, you don't put them on your...
These are the midship elevators, which I think are the prettiest. I had to get them all. Deck 11, heading down to deck 1. You're going to see coming up where I show you where they have the movies and the screen where it's normally up above the deck. It was down on deck 10, so there were sides that kind of went up and shielded it. We loved watching movies, specifically on this ship, because you were kind of shielded. It does get a little bit chilly at night. We didn't have any problems at all. The screen was shielded. The chairs were shielded with the two sides. On one side, you had Java Blue Cafe. On the other side was Rococo, one of the bars. It was really, really awesome the way that they had this set up. Okay, hold on. This lady's face every time. I'm like, she is not sure. She does not look happy. Since we're midship, there's only one, but on the ends, there's the photo against the wall, and then there's the elevator photo. Oh my God, this one. Look at her face. Oh my God. Okay. This is our deck. So we've seen this one quite a bit. We don't see this one ever because we don't go on deck 1. Oh. This guy's creepy. Like I said at the beginning, 2 full weeks, there was always something to do. So there was always music going, different places you could sit and hang out, play games. There was never ending activities. The music was really great. Here's a couple clips of just, walking past the bar. They did music trivia, or there was a piano bar. They were playing music there too. Really, really wonderful. Okay, Carnival Venezia has a nice ropes course. They have little cubbies where you can put your things while you're up walking around the ropes course. And on the other side, directly across, they have a couple water slides. I talked Kyle into doing this and then I chickened out. Oh no, I made it this far. I made it 1. No, I made it this far. Made it 1 across and then I was like, oh no, I don't want to do this right now. I made it fine until I had to step on ropes. Then I was like, ew, I don't want to just step on ropes. I'm being a giant baby. But I told the guys, I'll be back. I'll try it again. Maybe today just isn't the day. See, I wanted to do like that one that he's on right now. That looks kind of fun. The rope one did not appeal to me. That was the second one. Dang it.
These ones are crazy.
Are they?
There's like the ones that have no hands. You could always like grab this, I guess.
Oh.
But there's nothing else to hold on to.
Oh, yeah, I don't like that.
I'm guessing if it fell, you'd be fine, but I don't know if I want to test it.
Well, yeah, no. Let's not test it. Wobbly. But I like the ones with the handholds. I did it! I did the ropes course. I finished the whole thing. I didn't do it on day one, but I did it today. I did it! Ah!
She made it!
One thing I detailed in a quick video when we got back from the cruise so that I wouldn't forget all the best things and all the things that I didn't like. The lines were insane. My goodness, I've never seen people line up for so long. So take a look at that video if you want to. I'll link it at the end. Java Blue sea day for day 2. And I'm gonna get a little coffee while we wait for our caricatures. This is on deck 10. Normally it's on 5, so it's weird. Everything's a little different on this ship. Kyle was just saying he was talking to some of the people at the coffee place and they don't have milkshakes on other ships. And she made a noise when he ordered it.
Wow. They don't like to make the milkshakes. It doesn't bring all the boys to the yard.
Kyle's milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. What's this one called? Mocha Java?
Mocha Java Rev Up.
Mocha Java Rev Up. It's so tasty though. They should probably just serve milkshakes everywhere. They're delicious. And fitness. Here's the gym. We are docked in Cartagena. Beautiful view from here. You can see kind of a mountain. Very pretty. We went to just the port area. Now we're gonna work out. Alright, we're headed to the Cloud9 Beauty Spa, which is different than the other spa. Deck 5. Okay, I have a manicure. I had a $50 spa credit to use, and the manicure was $70, so I decided just to do that because it's really the cheapest option. I went up to Cloud9 Spa, which is on deck 12. Checked in, they said, okay, go down to 5 because that's where the beauty salon is. Normally everything is in the same place, but I'm on deck 5, checked in. I will let you know how my manicure goes. On this ship, I did go to the spa and I explained in the video why I went. I had a discount. But last time I went and I got a massage, I felt so pressured at the end to buy something. They held me in the room for 15 minutes trying to upsell me this time. So they were running late and my nail tech, she called me over. She was so wonderful. She was so wonderful. We chatted the whole time. She was from Nigeria. She was so delightful. I had the best time talking to her. She was just telling me about her life, her family. It was so wonderful. At the end, she did not try to upsell me at all. My nails look beautiful. I actually had a really good time. And we were just on a Carnival ship a couple weeks ago for my birthday. I got a manicure and pedicure there too. No upselling at the end. Is it just a massage and spa thing? I don't know. They used oils and lotions on my arms, so I thought that they would have probably tried, but nothing. So I can right now safely recommend getting your nails done is a very different experience than getting a massage, where I had 2 and both times upselling, like kind of high pressure sales, which I don't really like and I never buy into. If you go to the spa and get your nails done, hopefully you have a good time. The last 2 times I went, it was really great. Casino. It's too busy. One place that I absolutely loved was the dining room, the main dining room. We never got to sit by the gondola, but we did get to walk past it every time. It was so cool. They had the ceiling painted like a sky, and there was just so many places where you could take beautiful pictures. The whole place was Italian themed. They really, really stuck to that. I loved the dining room. Here's a little peek. These are the best seats in the house, and we never even got them once. Dang it to heck. We are going to brunch.
Hey, we got a 368.
368. Kylie and Valerie, right?
Yeah.
Follow me, please.
It's me, Kylie.
Kylie. Right here.
Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Would you rather have this scene?
Oh, this is great.
That's one of the view.
No,
Handles on these chairs.
it's very pretty.
You have a door knocker?
Oh, little handles on the chairs. The buffet area was equally as pretty. They had artificial trees, umbrellas. The artwork was all Venice themed. Venezia, Venice. It was just so well put together. I really enjoyed that. Here's a little tour of the dining room, what you can expect when you go. Oh my God, I wasn't recording. And he said at Guy's Burgers, because that's where we're at. You can see it right back there. At Guy's Burgers, he said, oh yeah, they have a cheddar cheese, and they have like a liquid cheese under. And I said, oh no, is it bad? And he said, no, I like it. Like, not just, it's fine, not, He said, I like it.
Pretty good.
And I wasn't recording, and I dropped my fork, and I about froze because I've never heard those words out of his mouth. This is an amazing start to the trip. It can only go up from here because he's gonna like everything and have the best time, I can tell. The Lido. It's very pretty. It's nighttime, so there wouldn't be a lot of people. I love the artwork. This is where the buffet is. It's very pretty with the green and the little inside umbrellas. The artwork is super cute. That's what I wanted to catch. Because it's all like Venice related and Italian theme, which I thought was so cute. Couple things. We were gonna go to the Love and Marriage show. We got out of comedy 8:40. Doors open at 9. Show starts at 9:30. We walk over. It's in the theater. So there's the circular area that goes around, kind of a bar area. I'll show you that in a second. We walk over, full, lined up, 4th floor, 5th floor. We were like, this can't possibly be for the Love and Marriage show. Oh, it was. People were lined up more than 20 minutes before doors open. And not just lines, massive lines. It was completely insane. So we're not gonna go. We've seen it a bunch of times. I thought it'd be really fun because it always is. Here we are at the gym instead. And as you can see, no lines, no one, no nothing. I know where everybody is. It is not here. Completely insane. The lines on this entire cruise have been insane. I will be excited to not deal with them again. Until then, we're gonna be at the gym. We're gonna go for a walk outside. We're gonna hit comedy later. It's in the theater. Even if there's a line, we'll go to that one. It's not till 11 though, so it's kind of late. Time to work out. The theater is not very big for the amount of people on this ship, and I felt like to get a decent seat, you had to get in line at least a half an hour before doors even open. So an hour before the show, people are already lined up. So you're not even going to be first in line. That was crazy. I took videos of the different shows. There was kind of an old-timey show. There was a show where all the songs were different colors. It was very, very cool. The shows were good. I really, really loved the Viva variety. So they brought in people who are really big in their industry and they had them perform for us. So we had a couple people singing, we had a juggler, we had a hypnotist, there was a magician. Oh my gosh, it was the coolest things. We made sure not to miss those even if we had to get in line, because they didn't have that on any other Carnival cruise we've been on, even week-long ones. So the fact that we had people who are professionals in their craft, someone who had been on Broadway for years, someone who was a singer with very, very famous people. It was so awesome. I have two favorites. The juggler, he was amazing. Take a look at him. He was insane. The hypnotist. Oh my, the hypnotist. The things that people were doing from the crowd. So funny. I'm going to show you a clip of each of those. You're going to see all the different places in the theater that we sat. We never got the same seat twice. Sometimes we're up in the rafters. Sometimes we're down in the very front. It was all over the place, but you can see all the different options you have for the theater there. This is the theater in the ship, and I don't know if we run into this in other ships, but there's these giant poles. And you cannot see around them. I don't recall that being a problem on other ships.
Definitely more seating.
Yeah, the seating here is, there's barely any tiered seating at the bottom, and then the top is just not very many rows. I feel like the theaters are much bigger on the other ships. Even the smaller ships we've been on had bigger theaters. But we have a pretty good view right here. Not too bad. We had to get around that giant pole.
I don't want you to leave. Will you hold my head? Oh, won't you stay with me?
Incredible! Incredible! That might be my favorite talent we've had. Charles, thank you so much for being here. That was phenomenal. I loved it. All I'm doing is win with the lyrics. With the melody?
On America's Got Talent, because it combines a little bit of music and some juggling. Here we go.
It is my absolute pleasure to introduce your hypnotist for this evening, Doug McGraw.
You will not be able to release your arm until I touch your arm and say the word release. Until that moment happens, your arm is just going to go higher and tighter up into the air. It's all going to happen right now on the count of 3 back to 1 with your eyes fully relaxed in that closed position. 3, 2, 1. Raise those right arms right up in the air. Get them going higher and tighter, tighter and higher. But they're getting very hot, very humid, very sticky. Fan your face a little bit quicker, a little bit faster now. As that temperature continues to raise even hotter. My goodness, it is going to be a very, very hot day today.
We got a line all ready for the show. Oh my God. Okay. We've only been waiting for 40 minutes to get in on time. Oh, they're coming right under. Okay, we have to you have to get here so early to get seats for literally anything. It is insane. We're gonna get as far front as we can. We've never done a Family Feud on here before, so that should be fun.
My name is Vero. I'm part of your fun squad, and I come all the way up north from beautiful Canada. Thank you for those cheers. And I have a question for you. Who's ready for a good time? And who's seen Family Feud on TV before? Yes.
It's 8:51. The movie starts at 10, and almost every seat is already taken. It's complete insanity on the ship. The lines, the waiting. Holy crap.
Go on. So all you're going to do is step forward, forward, and back. So we go forward, and back, and back.
So, this morning I decided I finally needed to get up and do a dance class. It's the last sea day. We get back to Port Canaveral tomorrow. We're so excited to be back, but I had on my list to do a dance class the whole week, 2 weeks, and I didn't do it until today. I kind of expected something like Royal Caribbean, where it was like, they played a song, it wasn't that great, but it was still a dance class, so I enjoyed it. No, it was so fun. It's called Be Moved, and there was an instructor. There's a whole digital library of classes, and this was the 80s. So we did a dance routine to 80s music. It was so much fun. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. They had a handful throughout the 2 weeks. I am so sad I only went to one. It was so dumb. But now I know for next time, I'll go to all of them, because even though it was kind of an easier dance class, not like Zumba in the Virgin Cruise, better than the Royal Caribbean, I would say definitely worth it if you like dance classes, which you know I do. Try these, they're so fun, and it just puts you in a good mood, no matter what, because you're dancing. Okay, I just have to tell you, there was this guy, and he was at every single show, but he wasn't in his seat. He would be like up dancing. The people are singing and performing. He is on the side of the stage dancing.
Get up there. We're filming.
Should I?
Yep.
One other thing I thought was really cool was the arts and crafts that they had. You can see here they had a little hoop, and then you could do some embroidery and make yourself a souvenir. How adorable is that? They had craft days. They had a couple of them where you could go and get the craft, and then when we just were relaxing in the room, I was kind of working on it. So I really did like that. I think that's something I might do more that I don't do really right now, is go and get the craft things, but it was really fun. Finally, the comedy. Okay, for a 2-week cruise, what happens? Because normally on a week-long or 3-day, 4-day, they have 2 people rotating, right? This time, I swear it was like every 3 or 4 days, they had 3 new people come on. 3 new people come on. So we had 9 or 10 different comedians, maybe even more by the end. And I was so impressed with that. They were all really, really funny. I think it was only maybe the last 2 on the last couple of nights that we just didn't really resonate with. But everybody else up until that point, awesome. Carnival does so good with comedy. And I keep saying it because it keeps being true. The one that we just went on, the comedians on there as well were just amazing. So we rarely have a comedian that is just so unrelatable. We had that happen on the Royal Cruise that we went on, where we go to comedy every single time they have it, unless they say it's a repeat. We went one time on the Royal ship, and that was it. So Whatever Carnival's doing to pick their comedians, they're doing a real good job, and they are so consistent. There were some events that maybe we weren't the right crowd for. There was a Knobby Knees event where the cruise director had to judge people based on how their knees look. We didn't get to see that one. We did kind of peep at this one, which was they had ping pong balls and people had to go and put as many as they could in a minute in their bathing suits and then take them out. And then the next person would go. We didn't participate in that one either. But if those events sound like fun to you, you might love a 2-week cruise on this ship because people were loving it. You can see there's a huge crowd around the pool to watch. I hope you enjoyed the video. There was so much. I could not include everything we did because the video would be way too long. Leave a comment below if you've been on the Venezia or if you plan to. I hope you have a great time on your trip. We'll see you next time. As always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you on the next trip.
Goodbye, everybody, goodbye.
It's a sea day. We're headed to breakfast because they don't have a brunch. And I thought it was gonna take longer to check in and the table was ready immediately. So now we have to run. And he's not up yet. I'm not up yet. He's still complaining. It's been 12, no. It's been 12 hours since I woke him up. And he just can't let it go.
Bedtime.
He's trying to go to bed at 6:50. Kyle thinks he's so funny and he's still young. That's gonna be my whole video, is just how many times do I catch Kyle yawning on camera?
Where's the film noozle?
Right there.
The lens. That's the word.
No, it's a film noozle.
Film noozle. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. You're tired.
Tired of all this shit.